Hello and welcome back to another video. Indy here, and today this is a highlight compilation of our first week in Iracing. And we did a couple different racing series, but we did a lot of oval series, and this was our first race on the dirt. This was our first dirt oval race. It was our first oval race, and as you see, we qualified 4th, but we're going to get shoved into the wall there here on lap 1. And these rookies races, they do get very chaotic as people are still very new to the game. I'm very new to the game, and I was actually not very good at this point. This was probably my second day having the game. This was my first oval race. I did a couple races in the MX-5s at Summit Point, which is a track I know. But I was completely out of my element here. And you could see as we got completely jumped on the start. And I was trying just to get the thing to rotate and drive off the corner, but you can see the top 3 really pulling away. And the 2 car is going to drive it into the corner, get up into the 4 car. We're going to try to go underneath. I don't know if I wasn't driving hard enough into the corner as these guys, because I definitely wasn't. But I'm not sure these guys are the best guys to learn from, as we're all still in rookies. As the 2 car actually going to get a bit squirrely there, and is actually going to throw it deep into the corner. It's going to wash out. We're going to actually get the drive off the corner and going to go side by side, and we are actually going to go through into 5th place. He's going to come back, look underneath us, make a bit of contact, actually going to run us up into the wall, and we're going to get a 4x there. Oh no, a 2x there for the contact. So we're going to skip ahead a couple laps, and the 4 car went way deep into the corner, and we're still having a nice battle, but the 2 car is going to just kind of come down to us off the corner, and then he's going to lose it by himself, and we're going to get into the back of him, and that is going to damage our car. And the 10 car just backs out straight into us as he had spun, and we're going to take a look at this offboard. So we're in the 3 car. We're going to come down. We're going to make a bit of contact there. That may have been my fault, but it's going to send the 2 car into the wall. We're going to get into him. Then the 10 car who had spun is just going to back out right in front of traffic, and I have nowhere to go. The 10 car is going to get flipped upside down, and we are back behind that white car as the 10 car is going to drive us into the wall now. So we did end up finishing that one in 6th place, I think. So here we go. We're going to show you, this is another oval race. This is street stocks at Charlotte, and we did not get to qualify, so we're starting very much at the back, and we're going to dive to the inside there, and we're going to get a move done on the 12. So we are way back in the pack at this point. I think we're in 15th or 16th, and we're worried we might actually lose the draft here, which is going to hurt us in this 20-lap race at Charlotte, as this was completely flat out in these things. This is basically like Daytona of street stocks. And we're going to come through 3 and 4. We're on the high side. We're going to see if we can actually get a run off the corner, but you can see just the bottom line is just so much faster around here. But we are going to get a pretty good draft, as I think they have to check up a little bit as we're coming on to lap 2 here. And the draft was super important here, as you were maybe a second and a half faster in the draft. But I did very little practice before this race. 16 cars going to get shoved up, and we're going to go through. That's going to put us up into 14th place. And the goal here was just to glue the car to the bottom, as we're going to come through 3 and 4 this time. We're catching this Denny Hamlin paint scheme in the 6 car, and he's going to come down in front of us. And now coming onto the front straight, this was one of the... This just explains street stock racing. You see there's a wreck in front of us. They're wrecking everywhere. And we just keep our foot in it. We lift a little bit. We get lucky. The 6 car goes upside down, and we're actually going to skate through and pick up a ton of positions with that little crash. I think that's going to put us up into 5th place. This move's going to put us up into 4th. So we're going to take a look at this, and this was just absolutely insane. There's 2 unrelated spins in front of us. 2 people spinning there. They're spinning there. Another spin up in turn 1, and the 9 car comes down, collects the 6. He goes up right in front of us, and just the gates of heaven opened up, and we get through. And that is going to... And we're actually going to get a better run as he slowed down more to avoid the wreck, and that's going to put us up past the 5 car. And we're going to skip ahead a little later in the race, and there's a wreck in front of us, and that was one of the leaders actually got caught up with a lap car. So that's going to actually put us up into 3rd place here with just a couple laps to go. So skipping ahead to the finish here, we did come across in 3rd place here for this Charlotte street stock oval race, and we'd actually racked up some pretty good results. We have yet to get a win. This is some more footage from USA International. This was earlier last week, and again, just more street stock carnage as there's a huge wreck going into turn 1, and we find our way through it somehow. So we're going to take a look at offboard this. So basically, there's just going to be 2 unrelated incidents, very similar. 2 people tried to dive bomb the apex. There's synchronized spinning. The 15 car gets upside down. We get a tap from behind with 8. No harm done there. And we're going to get through and avoid that one. So here we are. This is another street stock race. And we were in 4th place at the time. And we're just going to skate through and take the lead of the race here. As you're going to look offboard with this one. And this one is just caused by the leader. This was early in the race, I think lap 2 or 3, and the leader's just going to get on the apron and is just going to lose the back end, go up into the wall, take out 2nd place, take out 3rd, take out 4th, and we just skate right through the middle. 5th place, the guy right behind us gets taken out, and that's going to put us up into the lead, and we led most of this race as we're coming on to, I think, lap 29, going into turn 1, and we're going to get a tap from behind, and it's going to send us up into the wall. And looking back on it, this is probably my fault, as I just did not get down into the corner well enough like I wanted to, and he had his nose there, and it is that, I guess, is short track oval racing. I'm still a rookie at this and need to learn, but that was kind of my fault. Here's some more footage. This is our first paved oval race, and these are in the Legends cars, and we qualified like 6th, and we'd fallen back to 7th. We're going to pick up a spot there, as that car just lost it off the corner. And this was just at South Boston Speedway, which I've actually been to in person, as it is near where it is in my home state. But we are coming through here, and again, a car in front of us is just going to get on the apron and completely lose it. We actually have to back out of it to avoid contact, but we do have the better run off the corner here. Again, having the lift, as this guy really is struggling in front of us. He's going to slide up the track, and that is going to open the door, and we are going to go through. And I think we did end up finishing this race in 3rd place, as 2 of the leaders got caught up. And we're going to finish today's video with a dirt race here. And this was at USA International as well, which was a bigger dirt track than I was used to. I qualified 3rd. We get jumped on the start. As 4th place gets in the back of us, he's going to stick his nose in there into turn 1. We're going to give him the space. 2nd place drives up into the wall. And 3rd place or 4th place behind us is going to spin off of our bumper in the rear, and that is going to clog everybody up, giving us a bit of a gap back to the cars behind. Now chasing down the 3 car here, and we had pretty much about the speed as the 1st place guy. The matter would be just how lap traffic played into it and whether or not we could actually get up there and pass him. We were definitely faster than the guy in 2nd, but it is, as I've learned, very hard to pass on these dirt oval tracks, and I'm still new to this, as I've said many times in this video. So if you have any tips, please let me know in the comments of what I could be doing better. But we're going to come down into here. We are already, as you can see, catching lap traffic as it comes up very quickly on these short oval races in the street stock series, as we are now going to see as the 2nd place cars actually ran down the leader, but the lap car is just right there, and we're going to catch him within the next couple of corners. The leader was getting a very good drive off of that corner. He could just get it onto the inside and get the drive off. We were still trying to figure it out. We were trying to get the car rotated. We could not get it rotated as well as the guys in front of us, but we are actually closing in here, and this one may shape up to be a pretty good fight for the lead. As we're on lap 4 here, as you can see, the leader's going to try to go to the inside of the lap car. He's actually going to get held up a bit and not get a very good drive off the corner. We have an even worse drive off the corner. We're going to fall off the back of 2nd place car, but the 2nd place car is right there. The leader's going to go to the inside of the lap car. Lap car's not really giving him much space, but the leader's going to end up on the grass on the bottom, which actually works out for him kind of, but not really, as they're going to go 3 wide, and the 3 car is going to go through to the lead. The 6th lap car right there, we're going to get into him with a bit of contact there, as we try to go to the inside. The 2 car is going to go back underneath the 3 car, and the lap car is going to bounce off of us, and that's going to give us a 4X as he drives himself into the wall, bouncing off of us. And then the 3 car in front of us is just going to spin himself out into the bottom barrier, and that is going to put us up into 2nd place here in this street stock dirt race. And we're going to see if we can run down the leader. So pretty much we could not catch the leader as well as we wanted to, and there's a bit of a wreck in front of us, and we're going to go through. That is going to be 2 more lap cars. There's another lap car here. We're going to go into the corner here, go into the corner. The 11 is going to get way sideways and block our path just a bit. We had to check out just to try to stop avoiding it, as we do get a 0x for contact there. And we're going to get a 0x for contact there as we actually hit the wall. But now coming into the corner, we're just going to get onto the power and trying to run down the leader way sideways off the corner. Skip ahead a couple laps, catching more lap traffic. The leader's actually going to get held up a lot. The 7 is going to spin there. And we were starting to slowly reel in the leader at this point, but I think it is just too little too late. And we're going to come into this corner, and this is really going to solve our fate for this race, is we're just going to get too much rotation and do a little half spin into the inside wall, just get a bit of a contact point, have to downshift into 3rd to get the drive off the corner, and that is pretty much going to end our race. And we have a comfortable 2nd place, and we're going to come across the line, white flag in the air, through the final corner, way sideways. At this point, we were just trying to find some different lines just to see if we could actually find some time. We really couldn't. And that is going to be a checkered flag out, and we have finished our dirt race. So that is some highlights from our first week in iRacing. We're going to take a look at our results here. So as you can see, we did 9 oval starts. We had 6 top 5s. Average start was 11th. Average finish was 7th. As we had a couple crashes. We did some road races. Did 5, 3 top 5s, 1 pole. Average start 4th. Average finish 5th. And then just the 2 dirt oval races, the 1 finishing in 5th. So if you enjoyed this type of video, make sure to like and subscribe and comment below what you would like to see on the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.